Yeah, it's like to me, I've learned it through my time in the military and worse shit that I've been throughout my life. There's no reason why you should sweat the small things in life. What would be funny is that during one of the intros to Full House, the random crackhead is like, "You got some crack?" If you're more along the lines like us, then keep on fighting the good fight. Do what you need to do to preserve your constitutional rights, no matter what state that you're in.
But let me be clear. I didn't start it, but I did it. So I had one of those "you're not allowed outside by yourself" moments today. Yeah, don't get fucked up, okay? Protect yourself, but don't go to prison. Can we get a clip of that guy doing that? Just let's start the show without getting like in trouble.
Yeah. Well, that would have to be like a 30-second before we get copyright stricken.
I'll find it. Yeah. I have a thing on my browser that I can clip videos and stuff from YouTube. It's great. I love it.
Now. I'm trying to say, yeah, I was trying to do that without saying the name.
Speaking of Chappelle, I had a moment today. Wasn't a senior moment, thank God. So you know how I've always told you that my wife says I'm not allowed outside unsupervised?
I thought you were
in public.
I thought you were about to say you shouted out randomly, "Charlie Murphy," and then punched
someone in the forehead.
Punch someone in the forehead.
Charlie Murphy.
Unity.
Unity. So I had one of those "you're not allowed outside by yourself" moments today. But let me be clear. I didn't start it, but I did it. Okay?
Right.
Like, I didn't start it, but I fucking finished it. This dude walks by me.
So hold on before we can get into that part of the podcast that's prolonged. So we don't want to go without the intro or anything. Tell you what, hit the intro. That would suck. Hey guys, Matt here, telling y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell to get notified each time that we're on. I want to say I love y'all so much. Enjoy the show. Boom.
All right.
And welcome to the Article 1776 podcast. I am Matt. This is scottsdale 87. Go ahead,
My phone's
Scottsdale.
upside down.
Go ahead with your story, Scottsdale.
So, I go to the supermarket, get out of my truck. This dude walks by me. His ass is out. His fucking head is like up in the air, like lips pursed and shit like that. Carrying a 4-pound chihuahua. I was like, yeah, cool. Just a dude, apparently, taking his chihuahua to the grocery store, which is kind of frowned upon. Because dogs, grocery stores, food. Anyway, this dude walked up to him, another dude at the store, and goes, "Excuse me, you know you're not allowed to have a dog in here, right?" And the guy got fucking upset. He's like, "Excuse me, this is my emotional support animal." And that's where my filter decided it was going to take a break. I looked at the guy and went, "What the fuck is it supporting? Its own head weight?" It's funny because the guy next to me goes, "I was going to say it looked like a Wish.com Beanie Baby, but that was funnier." And I didn't know what to do. It was that socially awkward moment where like, wow, the intrusive thoughts won and you're agreeing with me, I need to leave. So I checked out, got my shit, and left. But I was like, I can't believe somebody agreed with the thoughts that should not have won. I was like, man, there's hope for humanity yet.
Yeah, it's like to me, I've learned it through my time in the military and worse shit that I've been throughout my life. There's no reason why you should sweat the small things in life. You got to calculate it out to where it's like, all right, this is pretty small to sweat over. I'm not gonna, sweat over it. Now big things are,
I just have a problem with, like, I generalistically, I think people can be pretty smart.
Yeah.
But you get a gem every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one lady who cut me off.
The one that seeps through the cracks a little bit.
Yeah, there was one lady who cut me off because I was doing the speed limit, stopped her car, yelled at me, said, "Your wife must hate you. I hope you never get laid again." And then that was what she left her whole fucking interaction at. It was a little unnerving, but I was like, I stuck my head out the window. I was like, that's all you came up with?
Yeah, I would have been like, well, at least, my wife doesn't have a stinky cooch like you do.
I mean, thank God I didn't get any kind of chemical odors, I should say. But I was just, I'm confused by the level of stupidity in some people. Speaking of which,
hold on, George Carlin did say something where on average it takes about every single 8 seconds for you to run into a dumbass once you walk down the street.
Yeah, no, I can see that, and like I live in a small town, so
probably about 20 seconds for you.
Yeah, like we don't even have a McDonald's in our town.
I was telling someone that earlier. It's crazy that the closest Walmart that we had over at your place was 18 minutes away from.
It's like a 20-minute drive, yeah.
From your place,
but and understand, people, I'm not out in the boonies. Like, I just live in a small town. We have a CVS, a Walgreens, a Starbucks. Mm-hmm. We have a Five Guys, at Chipotle, and a Wendy's. And a Panera. It used to be a Burger King, but now it's a Panera.
They're moving on up in the world.
All right. So like I'm not in a small town. Do we even have I don't fuck with it, but we have an Ulta and a Sephora here as well. I think those are makeup companies.
Yeah.
I think my glasses are fucking. Yep, they're off fucking kilter. I look so weird without glasses now. I can't stand it.
Wait, what happened with your glasses?
Huh?
What happened with your glasses?
They're just off kiltered a little bit. Like they just have to be adjusted.
Oh, the things like this on the side?
I'm not sure. When I lay it down, like one side kind of like sits up, the other side sits down. It's weird.
Yeah. It sounds like you need to tighten up your frames. Because they're coming loose.
I mean, the only part that is different is the arms here. But like the rest is it's a single piece. It's weird now that I have glasses. When I look at myself without glasses, it's strange.
I showed you the picture of what I look with BCGs on, right?
Those were funny.
Yeah, those were funny. Yeah, I showed you a picture of what I looked like with those.
Yeah,
didn't
I'm so glad I never had to wear those. And like the short time I was in, I'm glad I never had to wear those. For those of you that don't know, haven't been around or in the military service, BCGs stand for birth control glasses. Birth control glasses, because there's no way in hell that you're getting laid in those things. I've never heard them called birth control glasses before. Yeah, that's what they're named, birth control glasses, because there's no way in fuck that you're getting laid in those. I mean, you would have to be really studly in order to. I mean, you gotta have like that squared off fucking like, what's his name? Fuck, I don't know his name. The guy who plays Reacher.
Oh,
You'd have to be like that guy wearing those to get laid still.
the dude. I would not question his manlyhood, his testosterone levels with the.
He's
BCG
actually
one.
not. Apparently, he's not anything like the character. He's actually a very humble, soft-spoken, down-to-earth Christian dude. He's very open about his faith. We're not a faith-based podcast here, people.
Yeah,
I just think it's good to have morals.
Yeah.
And he's not like that in person. He's not loud, boisterous. He's not like physically confrontational like that.
Mm-hmm.
But me and Evie started watching Reacher, and they have little clips in between, right? And he's like, I enjoy. He goes, people say you really can't be Christian and play this part. He goes, but I enjoy playing this part only for the simple fact that this isn't who I am. You know, you get to be that strong guy that every man should be.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like a dime a dozen nowadays. But he's like, I'm not like that in real life, so it's an honor and a joy to actually get to play it. And if you haven't read The Killing Floor yet, I fucking suggest you do. It is a great book. I am not anywhere. Lee Child, The Killing Floor. The book series that the Jack Reacher book series that the show is based off of.
Yeah.
I don't have the actual book form. I'm always doing something, so I have Audible.
Yeah.
But it's a great fucking book.
Do you know who's an absolute two people that I've heard are absolute awesome people to be around? Is what's the dude who played the lead role in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Chris Pine. Not Chris Pine. Fuck. Hey Siri. Who played in Guardians of the Galaxy?
The answer I found is various artists.
Various artists. You are such a fucking great AI.
Yeah, okay, okay. All right, I'll do it myself.
I got it.
Who played the lead male character in
Chris Pratt?
Yeah. Chris Pratt. I heard that he was an absolute sweetheart, an awesome and good dude from what I've heard. But you see that MTV little speech that he did?
I did not. But Chris Pratt has always been funny since The Office.
He said he went out there to where he said, "Oh, let me tell you, pray. You know, praying is such a beautiful thing. No one's perfect. No one's perfect at all, but it's okay because God made you that way." And then he went into about like a 5 or 10 minute spiel. It was awesome speech, but I think a lot of people were kind of hounding him about his past relationship or whatever. But
I mean, you see what's going on nowadays, right?
Yeah.
All this satanic cult shit, pushing pedophilia and other agendas. We won't.
So, and here another person who I've never heard a bad thing about, never ever heard a bad thing about, was Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves is one of those. He's one of those ones that falls through the cracks. Apparently, I've heard stuff about Keanu Reeves. So there's this like tatted, pierced up, clown looking dude all over YouTube shorts and shit. He was talking. He was at like a satanic ritualistic party for Hollywood elites, and Keanu Reeves was there. And
so you were okay. So if I wasn't straight, here's the 4 males that I would actually kiss or cuddle for a long time: Chris Pratt, Keanu Reeves, Ryan Gosling, which is a beautiful dude, and take that back. Henry and Ryan Reynolds.
I don't have a list, so we won't go there. However, to touch on Henry Cavill, I got to elaborate on Henry Cavill a little bit. That dude's a fucking nerd. Did you know that?
Yeah, he was we was playing World of Warships so much that he almost did not get to his audition for Superman.
Yeah, he almost missed it. I just one thing I find.
Wait, was it World of Warships or Warcraft?
I think it was World of Warcraft, but I'm not 100% sure. But I do know that he is a big fan of the Witcher series. He played Witcher 1, 2, and 3. And then when he got called to play The Witcher... Fuck are you doing over there? When he got called to play The Witcher...
That was not random.
Yeah, well, I mean, shit just fucking fell apart upstairs, apparently.
By the way, real quick, before I forget, we want to say hello to our auspicious guest behind Scottsdale, and that's Scottsdale's dog.
Yeah. Oh, he's seeping.
That's a beautiful companion right there.
He goes to the groomers tomorrow.
Can we get a hi in chat for the doggo?
Say hi, doggo.
So
Haley. Look at his fucking his cheek gets stuck up like that sometimes.
Haley, right?
Bailey, like the drink. Bailey, yep. Bailey.
So then that way everyone in the chat knows. Beautiful dog.
He's a good boy.
So ATF, don't you dare.
Oh my fucking God, don't even think about it.
So on to
fucking scorch earth.
Serious subject matter. What I want to talk about is the gentleman, the Democrat that you have a tiff with.
Oh yeah,
on Twitter,
this
right?
Picture right here, the fucking picture. Put it up.
All right, I will.
So okay, let's break this down. Good looking guy, right? Mm-hmm. Offhand, you would think, yeah, smart looking, studious gentleman. Did you know that he attended the military academy?
Yeah, as I looked it up, yeah.
Yeah. You said social sciences, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. Now, taking a look at this gentleman, would you say that he seems pretty smart? Rather well studied?
For the most part, yeah.
Did you know he's a veteran?
Yes.
Sergeant Major in the Reserve. Did you know he's a fucking traitor to the Constitution? Man's a modern day redcoat. You want to fill him in why?
Why's that?
Well, so now understand that Mr. Dan Helmer, I think his name is, is a he's a United States veteran.
Army reservist. Army reservist.
Army reservist, but veteran nonetheless.
Yeah.
Swore to uphold the Constitution to protect his country, right?
Yeah, I don't think that Dan Helmer, whatever his name is on the same level as Angry Cops. Yeah, you got Angry Cops veteran, and then Dan, whatever his name is, veteran.
Dan's not Angry Cop level. Anyway, so Mr. Helmer,
I really respect Angry Cops a lot more than what this dude is.
Oh yeah. So Mr. Helmer, who is a Democratic delegate, not even a senator or anything, I don't think, had a bill passed and I understand that this doesn't do anything to me personally or you, but it does to people in Virginia, passed a bill banning the sales and new ownership, I believe, of AR-15 style rifles. Because they are similar to what he carried overseas, and he deems them to be a weapon of war. Now, I believe that Mr. Helmer has forgotten the term shall not be infringed. I think he forgot what that meant. It doesn't mean that just because you've seen some shit, or you think you've done some things, that you get to speak upon the behalf of the greater good for the rest of the people of the great state of Virginia. That's the patron state of shooting shit. Didn't you know that? Like, they were knee-deep in the shit before America was America. Okay?
Yeah.
If any country deserves to have, or if any state deserves to have their fucking guns, well, it's the state of Virginia. Now, what I can't fathom is that you have a crime epidemic they've been talking about for years and years and years. And the level of weaponry that some of these cities encounter is on par with military hardware. I'm not saying it's the exact same thing, but, like, you know, you've got kids with fully automatic Glocks with switches and shit. I got that. I got that. And that's not even automatic. But in the state of Virginia, there is a large crime statistic on that. I don't know the term I'm trying to get there. But they have an issue with crime in their own rights. You know, Richmond isn't always the best place. You know, there's other places, I'm sure. So let's say, let's take the color completely out of it. Let's say somebody robs you at gunpoint and they've got a fully automatic Glock. Well, I mean, it's Virginia. They're allowed to have their guns there. You know, they have their own gun laws, but I had an AR pistol with me. You goddamn right I'm going to use it. Truck gun, you know.
Yeah.
That is a very popular, if you're in the gun community, that is a very popular item to have if you carry like that in your truck. In Texas, go to Texas and find out how many people have AR pistols in their fucking trucks.
Or shotguns, shotties.
Shotguns. Arizona is the same way. New Mexico is the same way. Fucking a lot of places are the same way. Shit, you can find them in Florida.
I think so that majority of Arizona voted blue last time, didn't they? Or was that wasn't that Nevada I'm thinking of?
No, Arizona did too. And from a lot of what I'm hearing lately is there's a big red push in Arizona. If there is, we'll know in a few months. Not meaning 2 months, but like several months down the road. We'll find out. But there are, I'm in several different patriotic groups across the social platforms. And there's one that I'm on where there's a lot of people from blue states talking about how their states voted blue, how they voted blue. And they're not. Apparently, Montana has flipped. Montana is now a red state, aside for like maybe Billings and the shithole surrounding areas around it. But Billings is a very progressive liberal city with a very large, crime problem and a spiking drug problem. It's on the rise there too. So, I mean, you got these liberal shit. San Francisco. Have you seen pictures of fucking San Francisco? Motherfucker, I grew up watching, what was it? Full House.
Tent City.
I grew up watching Full House. There were motherfuckers flying kites in the park right across from Danny fucking, whatever his name's house.
David Bollier or whatever his name is.
I don't know. I almost said Danny Masterson. That guy's in prison.
Yeah. But anyway, you know what would be funny?
Grape's not funny, Danny.
Yeah. What would be funny is that during one of the intros to Full House, the random crackhead, like, you got some crack?
Yeah, nowadays, if you did it, you're liable to see 3 people get shot and possibly a drive-by and 30 people laying on the ground all fucking fentanyled out. I don't want to go to fucking San Francisco now. I'll never want to take my fucking family to San Francisco now. 20 years ago when I was younger, I was like, hey, San Francisco would be a pretty place to visit. You can't pay me now.
Yeah, it's
L.A.?
Yeah.
I wanted to go to L.A. Don't want to go to L.A.
And for the guys and gals that are more or less like us that want to have their gun rights in the state of California, say like the gentleman that was tried for defending his house with the 2 robbers over there, a New York gentleman over in California.
Yep.
If you're more along the lines like us, then keep on fighting the good fight. Do what you need to do to preserve your constitutional rights, no matter what state that you're in.
Yeah, like, I mean, law-abiding citizens, as they say on the streets, stay strapped or get clapped.
Yeah. I'm always trapped.
I mean, in my town, I don't feel it's necessary. We have a small police force, but like we have a prominent police force, if you will. So it's like rotating shifts, you know. There's 11 off. There's usually seven to 8 officers and like 3 or 4, you know, administrative people plus the dispatcher. So, and it's a small town. It really is. It's a small town. So like our police force is still seen constantly. It's like 22 of them, maybe 23, 24. I know 22 of them. Like, not personally, but like I've been in the building. I've seen their thing.
Yeah.
I had to get my fingerprints done and shit for my license to carry and everything out here. So, you know, in my town, I don't feel it's necessary to carry. If I go to like Trenton, Elizabeth, Newark, thankfully I've never had to go to Philadelphia or Pittsburgh for anything. Probably am not going to be unarmed. I don't expect anything to happen though. Like it's that safety thing. It's a fucking tool like everything else. It's like a condom. You need it when you want it when you need it. But when you don't need it and you have it, it's just like, I've got it just in case. It's a tool, just like everything else we use.
Yeah.
And I don't see the reason why I shouldn't be able to carry. I don't see the reason why this guy should be able to carry, or that guy. I mean, maybe not that guy. He's probably got a long, lengthy, violent history. Maybe you shouldn't have one anyway. Just because it's for your own good.
Here's my thought too. Here's my thought too. Guys, gals, everyone. Just because you own a firearm for a specific state, you still have to abide by another state's rules if they don't comply within the CCW or rules of the state of Florida.
Don't get fucked up, okay?
Yeah, so
protect yourself.
So always, my advice to you.
Don't go to prison.
My advice to you is that once you have your hands on the steering wheel, if you're pulled over, the law enforcement officer says, like, do you know why I pulled you over today? Speeding. Fine. Great. If you don't act inconspicuous or anything, if you conceal carry, or if your license is in your wallet and in your pocket, but you conceal carry, and you have to inform the officer, I conceal carry. I have my gun in my appendix carry, but my wallet is in my pocket.
So one time I got pulled over and I was carrying, right?
Yeah.
I had my hands on the wheel. So I'm like, yeah, no big deal. He's like, you know why I pulled you over? I said, I do not, but I feel like you're going to let me know. And he goes, you were speeding. I was like, okay, that's cool. I probably wasn't paying attention. If I was, I don't normally. That's cool. Hands still on the wheel. He goes, you got any weapons on you? I said, absolutely. He goes, do you want to go ahead and secure it for me? I said, nope, but you can. Can I unlock the door? He goes, sure. I went, click. He opened my door. He lifted up my shirt. He pulled it out. Put it on the hood of the car and forgot about it. Not forgot about it, but like it wasn't a part of the conversation. Okay?
Yeah.
I know he's got a family to get home to. I got a family to get home to. It's a non-issue, okay?
Be smart.
If you have a gun that's not yours, well, that's your problem, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, that's on you. If they find it and they know it's not yours after a while, and you go down for it, you should know to expect that.
Which is why when I travel to the state of New Jersey for your wedding, I wanted to make sure about if we're good to cross over state lines, each state line rule, what we can do, what we can't do.
You're good because you have a CCW in Florida, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're good up until about, I think, Rhode Island. No. I want to say Virginia. Like, once you leave Virginia, you got to be careful. Especially if you're traveling. Lock your shit up. When you're driving, lock your shit up. It's not worth it. I can guarantee you it's not worth it. If you get out of your car at a gas station, regardless if it's a truck stop gas station, I reach into my case, I lock my case, I check my weapon, load it, check it again. I go about my business. I'm not looking for a fight. I don't need to interact with people. I'm there to get gas. I'm there to get snacks. Whatever. I'm there to leave. I get back in my car, I unload it, secure it, put it back, put my ammunition away, lock it up, stick it in the back seat of the truck. I can't reach it. It's locked. Guess what? I'm not going to get hassled for that. I have a CCW in 2 states. I'm not going to get hassled for it. Mm-hmm. Because I know that if you're driving with it, you're traveling with it, it shouldn't be on you. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, there are certain circumstances, like if I'm in city and doing city driving and traveling around. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's on me. So if I'm traveling down the interstate at 80, 75 miles an hour for an hour and 45 minutes continually, that's uncomfortable, bro.
So, yeah, I hate sitting down with doing an appendix carry. I always had to put it in the glove compartment or something.
Yeah,
but
I'm actually getting a safe in the center console of my Silverado.
Speaking about fucky wucky, doing fucked up things and then
safes?
Getting in trouble for law type activity, I'm going to ask this question later on, but you'll see why it grinds my gears so much. This kid, a former Navy sailor, Patrickwei, who was recently caught selling pertinent information to the Chinese. He sold all the things pertaining to his ship, the USS Essex, anything from repairs, parts, everything else, everything leaked to the Chinese government for $15,000. Which is not, why would you sell your soul and the U.S. government soul for $15,000? Number one, that's stupid. Number two, you're putting your people at risk. Like, how fucking stupid are you? It's not worth $15,000 because in the end, you could, hell, with the rent, the way that things are, rent is like out of this world, and he's not going to get out probably anytime soon.
That would give me 4 months of rent.
Yeah, like, why? How could you do something so stupid? Like, and this is not the first time that we've done it.
Yeah, you had the airman a while back who fucking leaked secrets on a fucking Discord server.
Yeah, Chelsea Manning too. Fucking Bo Bergdahl.
Edward Snowden, like, well, he's not military, but he still leaked a bunch of secrets and shit.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, come on. Do you think your families are going to be safe?
No.
When Chinese boots are walking on our necks? Or Russian? Like, what do you think? Just because you sold secrets, you're safe? See, I don't think people understand this. If a government agency from a foreign country can coerce you to do something for money or whatever it is, they already know you're a traitor and they don't trust you. That's just 101. If you and me are opposing forces, right? And I coerce you into, giving away secrets for the U.S. because I'm Russia or whatever, right? Do you, logically speaking, I would have to see you as a traitor. You betrayed your country, so why would you be faithful to a country that, fucked you over, like, kind of, not fucked you over, but, put you in a weird position? Nah, it's just dumb.
So, which kind of gets me to this perspective. With what this kid did, it's crazy because why didn't they find Eddie Gallagher innocent sooner rather than later?
I've heard some weird shit about Gallagher. I don't even want to talk about that right now.
Well, I do, because it's fucking wrong. It was proven on both sides that the men were lying. They falsified on the fucking statements. All of them falsified on the statements because they had a random tip with the dude who was just trying to save their lives. Guess what, motherfuckers? When you're in a tough spot, that motherfucker's putting you in a tough spot, so then that way it can show you how to react out in the combat zone area. That's what quality leadership is. That's what good quality leadership is. Yet, you want to backstab him. The simple fact is that, he was too tough on me. Bleh. You're Navy fucking SEALs.
Well, I mean, in today's society, people need to be fucking tough.
Yeah. And now, they should have at least solved this a lot quicker, and vice versa. That's just me. The military justice system, it can be fucked sometimes. And there are some people that are potentially biased towards one person or another.
There's a thing I saw. This, I don't know who. I think he was a private. He was getting smoked, right?
Yeah.
He's doing push-ups in the rain. He's like, "What don't we do anymore, Private?" He goes, "Racisms." Why? 'Cause they're people now.
I know which one you're talking about. That was funny too. That was funny. But
I mean, but look, I'm gonna be honest with you. The military, I don't care what branch you're in. I don't care how long you're in. The military is one big racist gay joke. It really is.
I'd kiss you. Come on, we've cuddled before. Not me and you, but I've cuddled naked with someone before. And
look,
no, just
there's another one where he's like, "Hey Trent, how's your grandpa?" He's like, "What you talking about? Grandpa got vaporized and it got got fucking napalm."
What's that song? This napalm sticks to what? Or can we say it?
No, we can't say it. That would be the hate crimes. We can't do the hate crimes.
Yeah.
We can't do the terrorisms. We can't do the hate crimes. We can't do the war crimes.
Damn it. I was going to let my intrusive thoughts went over there. Like what?
Well, I mean, it's only a war crime the second time.
I mean, I'm down for the waterboarding and stuff like that.
Do you get it though?
Yeah.
The first time you did it wasn't a war crime. It wasn't a war crime until somebody told on you. The second time, it's a war crime.
Yeah.
That guy just canoed somebody.
So yeah,
war crime.
We told you the story about the unit that was was it the Japanese Chinese unit that made the whole entire war crimes book off of what they did. You know how your body is, what percentage of your body is water? Minus the yawning.
Is it like 80 some odd percent?
Yeah, do you know I know how they found that out?
Because they probably drained it of somebody.
They did. They actually microwaved the person alive, and they narrowed it down and did a percentage with each group.
That's
roughly
crazy.
Around 80% of people have water in their body. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, no, everybody has water.
Everyone has water in their body, but 80% of their body is water. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, no, fucking that shit's crazy.
And I just think that
I got something for you.
What?
Do you know what isn't made of water?
Our love for freedom and Article 1776 clothing. Bam.
That wasn't good, but it wasn't bad.
Better than last week's.
You know what else isn't watered down? Article 76.
Yeah, so that was better than last week's.
It was. That really was. I was. Either way.
Go check us out at article1776.com. I am Matt. You can find the link to my socials down in the description below. Scottsdale, give me your
find his spicy links below.
Yeah. You were streaming last night too for the first time.
I was. Yeah. No. So it was just a little. It was a little I was dipping my toes back in the game.
And you're still on Valhalla.
No. I didn't change it. Look, see, that's what I'm rusty. Look, that's what I'm saying. I don't even have my stream deck set up. I don't have any of my alerts. I don't have any of that taken care of right now. But I'm working on it in the background of stuff. Mm-hmm. No, I haven't streamed in 4 months since probably since well before August of last year. So I'd say 6-7 months I haven't streamed. So I was a little rusty. Dip my toes back again.
There you go. So what are your socials? Scottsdale, give your stuff, please.
Scottsdale87, Twitch and Twitter. Scottsdale_87 on the Instagrams, because Mark Zuckerberg is a communist.
Communism sucks.
That's why Russia's poor.
Yeah, so here's the thing, too. Was it racial homogeny and social homogeny is both bad things. They both different things that still lead to the same overall goal. Yeah, one is social class and one is religious class, which is
basically DEI doesn't work.
Yeah. So we're over.
There's actually no scientific data to prove that diversity and inclusivity, whatever, actually does anything for work productivity.
Yeah.
It's based on merit.
Yeah.
Not because you're purple.
You can find the link.
Love you guys. Have a good night.
No, hold on. Find the link to your socials below. Scottsdale socials below. What are your socials again?
Scottsdale87.
Okay.
On Twitch and Twitter. Scottsdale_87 on Instagram. And I have a dad joke.
What is it?
Did I tell you about the time I bought shoes from a drug dealer?
No.
Yeah, I don't know what he laced it with, but I was tripping all day.
That's fucked up. Thank you all so much, guys, for watching, listening, wherever you may be. Google Podcast, YouTube, Spotify. I want to say thank you all so much for everything. Freedom to fuck on, y'all lovely beaches.